Dear students, good morning to all. This is your computer class and today we will understand about lesson number 8, that is more on Visual Basic 2008. So students, as you know that in our previous lesson we have understand about Visual Basic 2008. So in this lesson we will understand some more points about Visual Basic 2008. So first point is adding image in a form. So students, you know that in Visual Basic software there are so many tools that are available in the toolbox that you can drag and drop in your application while you are designing your application. So in that tools or that controls, there is one more important tool, that is image tool, or you can say that image control. So image control is used to add pictures in a form. When you add this control to your form, it does not display any image, it just display a rectangular boundary that highlights the area to be covered by the image. To specify any image for this control, its picture property is used. So students, whenever you want to add image in your Visual Basic form, you have to drag the image control, that you can see that there is a picture box that is used for image control. So you have to click on that and drag it into your form. So after dragging it, it will shows this kind of rectangle. So it will not display any kind of image. It will show only the covered area, which area should be covered after adding image. So you have to add image by setting the property of picture. So student, when you select this picture box tool, their properties are shown in the property box. Okay. In the property window, you can see the picture property for this control, and whenever you want to add any image, then you have to set their picture property. Okay, you can see that first of all there are some steps. Click on the top right corner of the picture box and select size mode from the picture box task. So students, here we can also change the size of your picture box, and you can also change its scenario like normal, auto size and zoom. So these are the way for changing the size mode for a picture box. So you can right click on that, okay, or you can click on the top right corner of the picture box. So here you can say that you can see in the picture, in this picture, we have to click on the top right corner in the picture. So after setting the size mode for a picture box, there is an option for select resource. Yes students, you have to select the location from where we have to import an image in this picture box. So you can select any resource or any folder from your local files, and you can select any kind of pictures. There are a list of pictures. You can see that you have to select any image in this box. You can select any image, and after selecting it, you have to click on the import button. So after clicking import button, this image will be import in that picture box. Okay, so students, it is very simple to use. If you have Visual Basic software, then first of all you have to select the picture box from your toolbox and drag it into your form, and after that you have to click on the right corner of the picture box, and after selecting size mode, you can select resources also for selecting or displaying any kind of image. So you can import any image on this picture box, and after importing that, you can click on OK button. So you can see that particular picture will be displayed on your picture box size. Okay. Now adding shapes in a form. Yes, students, just like other controls, we can also add shapes in a Visual Basic form. So shapes control is used to add different shapes like circle, rectangle, square, oval in a form. The key properties that is used in shape controls are as follows. Name, that is used to refer the shape while writing the code. Fill color, it is used to specify the color of the shape. And fill style, it is used to select the fill style of the shape. For example, solid, vertical, horizontal. So students, whenever you want to add any shape into your Visual Basic form, then first of all you have to select the shape control from the toolbox. Okay, and after selecting any shape, you can see the main properties in the properties window. So you have to set only these three key properties, that is the main key properties for a shape, that is name. So you can define the name that is used in the coding part. So you can define the name for your shape. And there is a fill color. If you want to specify color of a shape, then you can use this property. And fill style, it is used to select the fill style shape like solid, vertical, horizontal. Okay, so you have to perform some steps to add a shape in a form. So you can see that this is a Visual Basic window and there is a toolbox. You can see that toolbox and there is a form. Okay, so you can see that there are some kind of shapes like oval shape, like line shape, like rectangle shape. Then you can use any shape according to your need. So you have to just select this shape and drag it into your form. After dragging any shape into your form, you can resize that by these points that is around, okay, on the shape. So you can define the size of your shape by using mouse. And after that, there are properties window. There are lots of properties that you can set, but there are some key properties, that is name. You can see that there is a name that is oval shape 1. Okay, and there is a fill color shape, background border style. Also you can change all the things from this properties window. So you have to set the properties for customization into this shape. Okay, so you can define such kind of shapes, and if you want to write some codes, then you can use this coding form. This is the code part. If you want to add any kind of code, so you have to write such kind of code. And students, always remember, this code will be applied on the buttons. You can see that there is a private sub button 1_click. Click is the event. Whenever you click on the button 1, you can see that there are 3 buttons like red, yellow, green. If you click on the red button, that is button 1. The by default name for button 1 for red button is button 1. Okay, so you can define this. So whenever you click on the button 1, then a text on the text box will be displayed, that is red light says stop. So you can see that red light says stop. Similarly, whenever you click on the button 2, that is yellow, so there is a message in the text box that is yellow light says wait. You can see that yellow light says wait. Similarly, in green button, that is for button 3, it will shows a message in the text box, that is green light says go. So you can see that green light says go. So student, what we done in this project or in this program, first of all, in a form we have to take a shape of circle, and similarly we have to define 3 buttons, 1 button for red, second yellow, and third green. And we have to change the name property for that. Means we have to change the name properties for buttons. Button 1 name property will be you have to type red, and in button 2 name property you have to type yellow. Similarly, in button 3 name property, you have to type green. So this will display the name that you write in the name property of such buttons. In button 1, you have to define red in the name property. So this is visible red. Okay. Similarly, in button 2, you have to define yellow in the name property. So students, what you understand, after taking any button, you have to define any kind of name on the name property which is displayed in the project, okay, in the program when you execute your program. Okay, so if you, in this program, if you click on red button, so this message will display in a text box, that is red light says stop. And whenever you click on the yellow button, the message will be changed, that is yellow light says wait. So similarly, after clicking on each button, here you change the message that is display on the text box, as well as you have changed the fill color properties. You can see that whenever you click on the red, the circle will be show in also red color. When you click on the yellow button, the circle will also show in the yellow color. So you can see in the code part, in shape1.fill color red means whenever you click on the button 1 is red, then two actions will be performed. First of all, the fill color of shape 1 will be display in red, and the text property of text box, that is display red light says stop. So two effect, you can see that whenever you click on the red button, this circle fill color will change into red and this message will display. Similarly, when you click on the button 2 is yellow, then oval shape 1.fill color equal to yellow. So fill color equal to yellow, and the message will display yellow light says wait. You can see that yellow light says wait. Similarly, for button 3, there is a name that is green. Whenever you click on that, then two action will be shape 1.fill color equal to green, yes, and second one, the text box 1.text equal to green light says go. You can see that green light says go. So this is a very simple program that you can also perform on your Visual Basic software. Or students, if we have a time for practical, then we can definitely perform this kind of practicals in our computer lab. Okay students, so whenever our school is reopen, so we can perform such kind of practicals in our computer lab also. Okay, now let we understand about variables in Visual Basic. Yes students, what is variable? Variables refers to a memory location that is used to store data temporarily. It has a unique name. It is used to identify it in the program. Every variable has an associated data type such as a string, integer, etc. to specify the type of data to be stored. So students, whenever you will perform any kind of operation, any kind of coding in Visual Basic, you have to store or assign some kind of values into variable. So variables can be any name, any meaningful name, text, or any kind of alphabetic character you can take for storing any kind of values. The type of values that you are assigned to the variable depends upon the data type of the variable. Okay, data type means which type of data you want to store in a variable. So you have to define the variable for which data type, for that data type. Okay, so there are three types of data type. You can see that there is integer. So this data type is used to store only integer values that are positive or negative integers, and string that is used to store a set of characters. Yes students, if we define multiple character into double quotation marks, so it will treated as a string, and there is a date that is used to store date and time values. So students, whenever we perform any kind of operation, mathematical calculation, or any coding part, So we have to create some kind of variables for storing any values in the computer memory. You can see that you can store any date of birth, any date of joining as a date. So you have to take your variable data type for date. Okay. Similarly, you can use the string variable that is used to store a set of character or multiple character, and integer variable will store numerical values that can be positive or negative integers. Okay. So for now this is okay. In our next class we will understand about operators in Visual Basic. Okay, what kind of operators we can use. So you can know that there are some kind of operators like arithmetic operators, relational operators, logical operators, that we will understand in our next class. Till you have to revise these all the points from your book and read these points also. And if we have a time for practical and if your school will reopen, then we will definitely perform its practical also. Okay, so students, if you have any doubts, then you can ask me, and kindly complete your written work up to chapter number 7. And those students have not submitted their PDF copy for assessment, then kindly submit it fast, otherwise I will put 0 marks in your copy assessment. Okay, thanks.